disruption or doing anything wrong.
Get up, Mr. Flesh. Get up. Get up, Mr. Flesh. Hold up. Get up. Okay.
Please, I'm not doing anything wrong. I didn't say a word.
Okay.
I put my camera where it's supposed to be put.
Okay. Hold on. You were told to be quiet.
I didn't say, I wasn't saying words.
And now you're disturbing the courthouse, okay? So that's exactly what you're doing, okay?
Y'all tackled me and
All right.
screamed.
All right, sir. Come on.
And that disrupted things.
Come on.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Mr. Flash, okay? You're on camera, so I'm going to tell you right here, right now, okay? I told you just wait for a few minutes until all this stuff was done, okay? Nobody was screaming at you.
No, I did get screamed at, sir.
What,
Sir,
by who?
by her. She screamed at me.
Okay.
When I was trying to walk out the door, she screamed at me.
You're yelling at her
times.
right now.
I wasn't yelling at her. I'm not yelling at all. I was just
tackled. Can you please calm down then?
I was just tackled,
Okay.
sir.
Just remember, all this stuff is going to court, so I need you to calm down, okay?
Right.
I know you're upset. Just calm down.
I'm not upset.
Okay? You are upset.
I mean, I
can
was
see
tackled and I'm
Okay.
being falsely arrested, and I'm concerned. Can I call my lawyer, please?
Okay? Yeah, you'll be able to do that right now, okay? So right now what I need you to do is I just need you to calm down, okay?
I'm calm. I
Okay.
didn't
All
cause
right,
any
sir.
disturbance. I literally didn't say
Okay.
a word. I took a picture of a public official in a public place
All right, sit down for a second, okay?
who was not acting appropriately.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Mr. Flesh. What's the problem?
I
I mean,
don't-
I've never met you, sir. I've never met you.
Sir, I'm being totally calm.
Okay.
I did not say. I was literally. I asked you. I wanted to take your picture.
And I did.
A smiling
I did
shot.
not. Okay, but I did not say I didn't want to take a picture. All I asked you to do is just give me a few minutes. Okay, well, we got done with Commissioner's Court. That's all I asked you
I'm allowed to be in the
then.
courtroom taking pictures and not
yes,
saying words.
and I get that, but when you come up to me, you start putting stuff in my face, sir.
Sir, you
That
walked
is
over to
not-
my face.
Sir.
It's on camera. You
Okay.
walked over to me. Please, just
Okay.
don't do this. Don't do this,
Okay,
please.
listen to me. Okay, nobody's yelling at you. Do you hear me yelling at you? I'm
I
not
didn't
yelling
yell at
at you.
anybody. I wasn't saying any words when I was grabbed
Okay.
and
What were you told to do in there?
put my camera in the back corner, which I did, and I did that. And then I was going to sit down, but I did want to get your picture, ma'am. The reason I wanted to photograph you was because I was going to do a story about how, and it is caught on camera, I literally was trying to leave, and you screamed at me twice and caused a scene and I did not do anything wrong.
I'm just asking
I
you
am
not
not
to be
doing anything wrong
disrespectful,
now.
Mr.
I don't
Flash.
have any
That's
problem
all
right
we're
now.
asking
I
you to
haven't
do.
done anything wrong right
Okay.
now.
What did the judge ask you guys to do?
To remove him because he was being disruptive. The whole point of all of this
When
is
was
that
it? When was that? How was I being disruptive? And when was she? And I was never asked to leave. If I was asked to leave, I would have left. I was never even given a chance. If you thought I was doing something disruptive, don't tackle me and say stop resisting and stuff when
Nobody
I does
tackled
it.
you.
Yes, I was.
Nobody grabbing you by the arm is not tackling you. Taking you to the ground is not tackling you. You were resisting when I grabbed
I
your
was
arm.
not resisting. I would
Okay.
not resist at
At
all.
any
I
point,
was.
The whole point of
No,
this
ma'am.
is that he warned
Okay.
you to stop being disruptive. When you're
I
standing
wasn't
up,
being disruptive.
Stop. Okay, we let you talk now. Listen, the whole point of this was don't be disruptive in there while they're conducting their business. This entire thing with you filming, there is no issue with that. There is no issue with you taking your photographs. But the moment you stand up in the middle of when they're talking, when they're doing everything and everybody's looking at you, wondering what it is that you are doing, you are causing a disturbance, okay? After they told you not to. Nobody mentioned not taking pictures. Nobody mentioned anything. But you're standing up, you're walking from this side to that side, in the middle of everybody trying to listen to what the judge and the commissioners are talking about. You are
There are a
disrupting.
lot of people who walked around in the room, and I would not. I was
Hold
in
on
a
camera,
public.
sir.
I know how to conduct myself in
Okay.
a public meeting, and I was not
Okay.
behaving inappropriately at all. I was tackled, and I've been placed in handcuffs.
Okay.
And I hope you're just detaining me because you wanted
Okay,
to
hold
get me
on.
out of the room. I
Hold
hope
on.
that's what it was, and
Hold
you're
on.
not trying to charge me with
Okay.
anything. If that's what it
Okay.
was, then please just.
Okay.
I was
You were
never
asking
asked
earlier.
to leave.
Okay, you were asking earlier, and you were asking why we checked your bag. Okay, I had my deputy check your bag. So one of your bond conditions, sir. Okay, listen to me. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm
One of your
listening
bond
very, very
conditions. Okay.
carefully.
One of your bond conditions was you're not supposed to have any weapons. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another one of your bond conditions was you're supposed to have a copy of your bond conditions.
I do. They're in my phone.
Okay. All right. So do you get that though? Now do you understand why we asked you that we had to check your
I didn't cause any
bag?
disturbance.
No, sir. You're not answering my question. My question is, do you understand why we asked you to check your bag, sir?
Not when
Your bond condition
asked-
states that you're not
asked-
supposed to have any weapons, sir. So my deputy.
Do I have any weapons?
No, that's why we checked you. We asked you to, if we could
Sir,
check your
I
bag
would-
just to make sure that you didn't have any weapons in you, okay? So that's all that's all we were
Sheriff
asking.
Lopez.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Can we please walk this back about 10 steps? I have not, and you are legally allowed to detain someone in handcuffs and get them out of a room,
Okay.
which is what I hope you were doing, even though I wasn't asked to leave at all. And I would have, if you wanted me to leave, and you said, sir, leave right now, under threat of arrest, you bet you I would get out. Like, you don't have to grab me, you don't have to touch me. I'm not trying to, like, literally, the start of the reason I have a live recording on is so nobody can say I did something I didn't do.
And that's fine, sir. That's fine. And we didn't ask you. We didn't ask you to stop your recording.
Recording with your camera or you taking pictures. This is not what this is about. The issue is that he asked you right before to not cause a disturbance.
And I wasn't.
did.
The disturbance was you tackling me and
Nobody tackled you.
and
Nobody
screaming
tackled
at me and raising your voice at
Nobody
me.
tackled
I wasn't even saying a word.
We haven't even
I wasn't
raised your
saying a
voice.
word.
We haven't even raised our voice,
She
sir.
did raise her voice. It's on camera.
Okay,
You can.
yes,
You can.
it's, yes,
You can.
I'm
You can.
recording
We
this
can
entire
watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
But
She
the whole
raised her
point
voice
is-
at me and literally I'm trying to walk out the door and she's like, back up from my personal space. That's what
I
you
said,
said.
do not come into my personal space. I said, do not.
And I
Sir,
wasn't.
you gotta understand,
I was trying
okay?
to walk out of the
All right,
door
Mr.
and
Flesh,
you're blocking me from my egress. And I haven't done anything wrong. And I would really appreciate it if you would just let me leave.
Okay. That's going to be up to the judge what they want to do right now, okay? So he was asked, he told the deputies to go ahead and get you out. What did the judge want to do? Go ahead and check in.
He doesn't want to file charges.
He does want to file charges.
For what? What did I do?
They haven't said, he just said it.
May I please make a phone call at least to let my
Give me
let
just
my
a second,
family
okay?
know what's going on? And
Give me
how
just a
many-
second, sir. Okay? Give me just a second.
So I'm telling you the whole thing.
Okay.
You don't have to file charges. You don't have to make this into more of a thing than it already is. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I literally am like anybody else. And
nobody's saying you're not, sir. Nobody's saying you're not, okay? Nobody's being disrespectful
to
to
come
you.
at me and like I wasn't using words when you said that I was causing a disturbance. I wasn't talking. I wasn't using words.
Your actions can cause a disturbance. Okay?
I was quiet and I did want to photograph a public official doing their public job because, and I was going to do a story about it, honestly, because you screamed at me when I didn't do anything wrong.
But Mr. Flash, you're asking for something, okay? And I very politely, hold on.
I was trying to do you a favor. I didn't want to just take a picture of you.
And I get that, but you asked me, you asked me real nice, right? And I answered you. I said, Mr. Flash, can you please wait until we get done with Commissioner's Court? I'll be more than happy. I
didn't
told you.
want to sit through the whole
I
budget
told you.
workshop.
And I get that, but you got to understand, I have business to attend.
Right. And
My
all
budget is in there, so I'm dealing with you because you're disturbing our court. Do you understand what that means? That means I can't be in there right now because I have to deal with you because you're being disturbing. You're just disturbing the entire courtroom by doing this. All I asked you to do, Mr. Flash, was to go ahead and wait a few minutes. They were almost done.
News photographers walk around rooms all the time and take
nobody
pictures.
told you. But when you start causing a disturbance in the courthouse,
how can you say it's a disturbance? How do you how does walking around taking a picture, a perfectly legal act, become a disturbance when you say it is and when you tackle someone and make it a
Nobody
disturbance?
tackled you. Let's get that straight. A tackle is not grabbing you by the arm. So,
You took me down to the ground and I wasn't resisting at
but
all.
it was not a tackle. You call
I
it a
was trying
tackle
to
and it
leave.
is not. Okay, so
I
if
was
we're
trying
gonna speak,
to
we're gonna
leave.
speak correctly. That was not a tackle. Okay, when you caused a disturbance was when you started standing up, taking pictures. When you were sitting down. Prior to the budget workshop, when you were sitting down, did anybody come up to you and tell you to stop?
How many times did
No.
I stand up though?
No.
I stood
Whenever
up like
you-
8 times. I moved all over the room.
And you squatted down, okay? This is what you did. You moved and you squatted down, and it was perfectly fine, and nobody had a problem
I
with
wasn't
it.
in anybody's line of
It doesn't
vision. I was in the
matter.
back
It
of the
doesn't
room.
matter.
All right,
I was
Mr. Flash.
literally in the
Raising
back
your
of the
voice
room.
at me.
No,
You see?
let's not escalate. Let's not escalate, Mr. Flash. Let's just move forward. Okay, let's deal with
Just
this
like
right now, okay? And then we'll go from there. Your bond condition clearly states not to get arrested, okay? Not to have weapons and to carry a copy of your bond conditions at all
I
times.
do have those on me.
And I'm not saying you don't, okay? I haven't seen them, but I'm not saying you don't, okay? I'm just telling you what it says on there, okay? You cannot come in here and harass the victim, okay?
I did not. I did not make any contact with the alleged victim
Okay.
at all, and I know that.
Okay.
I did not. I didn't.
Okay,
no,
and nobody messed with you until you started causing a disturbance,
I
Mr.
didn't
Flash.
cause any disturbance.
Okay.
I literally. I tried to take your picture, ma'am. I did take your picture. That's not an illegal act.
Nobody said it was illegal.
And I didn't do it in a disturbing or
When-
disruptive way. No, I didn't.
When I'm trying to listen to my budget, Mr. Flash, listen to me. When I'm trying to listen to my budget, okay, and you're talking to me, trying to get my attention, you're keeping me away from my budget.
Did I speak to you in a whispered voice?
Sir, it doesn't matter.
And-
I'm trying to listen to the budget,
What
Mr.
I was
Flash. Why?
trying to-
What part of that don't you understand? I'm not trying to be rude with you. I haven't been rude with you.
And I wasn't
Okay?
being rude
I
with
didn't.
you.
I didn't say.
I was
You know
trying
what?
to
I don't want a
actually be
picture. I
extra
just said,
nice.
hold on. Give me a few minutes. Wait until this court
In
is
other words,
over.
when you do a press release or whatever, and Sheriff Lopez says XYZ, which I've run several stories on Sheriff Lopez.
Okay, I
I just
understand that.
wanted your quote unquote, what we call it in the business is your mugshot. I know that you call that's something else,
Okay.
but like literally.
And I get that. That's why I don't
so
want to.
all I was trying to do, I wasn't trying to like get you to do a photo shoot with me. I was
I
trying
didn't
to
say
give
that.
you a heads up instead of just taking your picture.
I
was
didn't say
just
that.
saying-
Don't raise your
No,
voice,
I'm
Mr.
trying
Flash.
to- I'm not trying
I'm
to
not
raise
doing
my
that to you, sir.
No,
I'm not doing that to
I
you.
don't think I'm raising my voice. I'm
and you
explaining
could post
exactly.
whatever you want. That's your freedom. You could post whatever you want, okay? But at the end of the day, Mr. Flash, look, I got you on camera, okay? It's not showing me being disrespectful to you, okay? It was just showing me telling you to hold off a
Does it
few
show me
minutes.
being disrespectful to
Yes,
you? How?
when you're interrupting while I'm trying to listen to my budget, Mr. Flash, you don't get it? Don't you understand what that means? You're keeping me from listening to my budget, sir. That's what you were
You're talking to
doing.
me about keeping you from listening to your budget is what's keeping you from listening to your budget. Literally, I said like 3 words to you, and all you would
And
have
you
had to
kept
do
going
was
like this.
smile.
You kept going like this
No,
in
you
front of
walked
me.
over to me. You walked over to me, sir.
Because
You
I'm
walked
trying
over
to,
my
sir,
space.
I'm trying to
You
pay
stuck out your
attention.
hand and put your hand in my camera lens, sir.
Okay.
You actually
So,
did that.
do you understand what's going on right
Did
now?
I stick out my hand?
Do you
towards-
understand
I do
what's
not
going on
understand
right now?
What's going on right now?
Okay? You know, anything could be used as a weapon, Mr. Flash. Okay? I don't know what your intentions are, okay? I've never had any issues with you. Have I ever had any issues with you, Mr. Flash? Yes or no, sir?
I would really like for you to just let me leave.
Okay, that's going to be up to the judge now. That's not going to be up to me, okay?
I don't believe I've committed any crimes, sir.
Okay.
May I please call my lawyer?
You will in a minute.
That's a
Okay.
very beautiful belt you have.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I know that everybody's upset and stressed, but I just
No.
couldn't help but
Mr.
notice
Flash.
This
that
is not
somebody
upset.
did a really nice
Yeah.
job
Mr.
on
Flash,
your belt.
and you know,
Somebody spent some time on that.
I did.
this is the way I wish you would come up to people and talk to me.
That's how I tried to come
No,
up to
sir.
you.
No,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Didn't I tell you I wouldn't mind taking a picture? Let's just wait until this is done. That's all I asked you to do, Mr. Flash.
So you got to understand from my point of view, can I talk
Because
to you?
you're in a hurry to do something. It's only
Yeah.
when David Flash wants to do it.
Well, no,
We
I could
have
have taken
stuff
no,
to do, sir.
I could have taken your picture without asking your permission.
Okay.
I could have just
I get
taken
that.
it.
And you had all
And
the
I
chance.
didn't- and I
I've been
wasn't asking your
I've been in
permission.
that courtroom for over an